The following Let's Play contains copyrighted material from John Williams' score of the Star Wars saga, developed by George Lucas, Lucasfilm, 20th Century Fox at the time of the original release, and more recently in the years that have followed, Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. As such, the volume of the soundtrack from Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace will be incredibly low within the game and with cutscenes muted entirely to try and best suit the regulations that Google and YouTube have provided. Thank you for understanding. Okay, so we're introduced to the swimming mechanics for the first time in this game, and they're pretty much the same as moving mechanics. You don't have to worry about oxygen because you could stay here endlessly and never drown. But they're pretty much the same as walking, it's just you're swimming instead. And battle droids, so force push them. Honestly, force push is really useful in this. I never really gave it much credit until I replayed it when I got older. But force push is really good at, making things a bit easier for you. So let's walk along here. I'm going to give you all a bit of a spoiler alert as well. You know that character? The really loathed one that most people can't stand? I'll tell you a little secret about that character in a moment.
Who are you?
Mesa Binks. Big mechanics. Can't miss out of this.
So that's Jar Jar Binks, the character that nobody seems to like. Believe it or not, oh, sorry guys, I didn't mean to kill you. Yeah, I just killed some wildlife by accident. Fortunately, the game doesn't really penalise you for this, because the PC version, they seem to try and attack you for no reason whatsoever, so they kind of deserve to die. Jar Jar Binks is not the most annoying character in the game. I know that's hard to believe, but he really isn't the most annoying character. He's probably the second most annoying character. But there is one other character in this game who's more annoying than Jar Jar Binks, and I will show you who that person is in a future episode. So we can go one of two ways here. We can go across that log bridge, or we can go over here. It's actually safer to go this way, so let's do that. Go down. Walk over here. Is there any secrets we can get? Oh, there's a battle droid. Die. And is there anything else? Force push them. Both of them are dead. Excellent. There is a thermal detonator here. So right now we have a blaster rifle with 500 shots, and we have 4 thermal detonators, and we have a proton missile launcher with 5 shots. Excellent. Okay, so
Up here!
okay, Jar Jar, calm down.
Push the lock to get up here.
Or we could pull it. Don't have to push it.
You said you have to jump up here.
I know I do. That's why I'm pushing this. Because, guess what? Despite being a Jedi, I can't make that. It makes no sense to me. But I'm putting that down to, gameplay and trying to make it more challenging. So this is the game's natural introduction to teaching you how to push and pull things. So we've done that. Jar Jar runs off. And he jumps up. I believe Jar Jar can actually jump higher than the Jedi can. I don't know if that's the case in the films, but in the games he's always treated as the character who can jump higher than anyone else. It's the same in Lego Star Wars as well. Okay, so let's walk along here. You could go back to that shortcutty bit I skipped earlier with the battle droids, but we're not going to go that way. Ooh, new weapon here, which I somehow missed the jump. Let's try that again. How dare you? I'm not even attacking you. Go away. Oh, for that. Dick. Okay. Let's try and get this again. There we go. 3 Gungan energy balls. Or 4. For some reason the PC version shows 3, despite the fact you're actually holding 4. Don't ask me why. On the PlayStation version it's actually correct. So I'm trying to demonstrate the combat right now. It's not going very well. But the Phantom Menace is actually unique in the sense that the lightsaber combat, you actually have to... Come on. Let's try that again. There we go. The lightsaber combat, you actually have to time when the blaster bolts, the blaster shots come, because most Star Wars games make it easy for you. It either does it automatically, or it does it automatically, or you have to tap something and hold it. In the Phantom Menace, you have to time it so that you're actually deflecting the blaster shots back at enemies, and that's actually quite good. It's quite a nice little mechanic. It doesn't actually work very well, and you have to get into how it works, which can take a long time, believe me. But it's quite a nice feature that the development team at Big 8 Productions tried to implement. Right, and that's the thing I like about this game. Even though it's not perfect and it's incredibly flawed, there's a lot of attempts at trying to make a game that's had a bit of thought put into it. Okay, so that tree will hurt you if you're not careful. Oh god, where'd you come from? Oh, there's loads of them. Okay, go back. Okay, kill you. I said kill you. So as you can see, I am timing my lightsaber attacks to hit the enemies, and as you can see, it doesn't always quite work because occasionally I get shot. But that's how the lightsaber combat works. If there's nobody shooting at you, these are your attacks. If you're being shot at, you kind of do a whole little boom boom thing. Okay, so over here, jump up here. There's more Gungan energy balls. 3 apparently. I actually have 8. Because 3 plus 3 is 8 apparently. But no, we pick up 4. Very much like the PlayStation version. For some reason there's a typo on the PC version. So some weird big thing ones passed. And we kill a battle droid, which is all good. And then there's more battle droids, so let's kill them as best we can before I die, because I'm losing health rapidly. Because being a Jedi in this game actually is not very good. This game does not simulate being a Jedi very well. I don't ever really feel powerful playing a Jedi in this game. Which is unfortunate. So I don't think there's much over here apart from a massive... Oh god. Okay, that actually made me jump. There's not much over here apart from some battle droids that can kill you, because nothing really happens over there, so let's not go that way. And let's go over here. Now there's some fish things in here. Guess what? If you jump in, they will try and kill you. So let's not go in there, if we can avoid it. And again, this game does try to incorporate some platforming elements. Again, they're not well implemented, but at least the guys at Big 8 Productions tried. And you saw how I messed up a couple of the platforming sections in the first level when I was trying to get that thermal detonator. Can I make this one? I can, even though the camera angle doesn't show it. Okay, let's put ourselves through talking to Jar Jar. Or in English, am I looking for a Jedi? Yes, I am.
Can you take me to Qui-Gon?
Say what? What is Qui-Gon?
He's Liam Neeson.
He looks like me.
Mesa see big mechanism been grabbing that Jedi. Used to having a live battle with him.
Can you show me where he is?
This way.
Okay, I don't think I can make that jump. Let's just double check. Oh, I can! Awesome. I don't actually have to crawl on this. That's awesome. That saves a lot of time, because normally I would have to get shot on the wire, or the cable thing, and the droids would have to forget I existed because they thought, you know, they think they've killed me. But anyway, let's just go, because that will loop.
Over here. This way.
We're actually near the end of the level, which is quite useful. So let's go this way, follow Jar Jar, because, you know, oh hello, Jar Jar Binks in the game is technically more useful than he ever is in the films, which I find quite funny, really. He does try and help you out in the game. I'm getting stuck on the environment again, which does occasionally happen, as I've said in the first part, or, you know, before the first level. This game is glitchy and buggy and it isn't perfect. In fact, it has a very rushed quality to it, but it does function well most of the time. So here we need to push and pull blocks, which gets really tedious on one of the later levels. I will point it out when that does happen. It's not so bad in the early part of the game. So here we have to crawl along this cable. If you let go here, I believe you do actually die from fall damage, which is actually quite amusing. Okay, so let's, to be safe, drop here. And we're almost at the end of the level, but let's just go and speak to Jar Jar again.
Mesa clumsy, but Mesa still help. Follow Mesa. You should do it right.
And yeah, Jar Jar just gets shot at and somehow doesn't die. So let's shoot everyone here. Because why bother using a lightsaber when you can just shoot them all with this? Okay, you go off, Jar Jar. Don't wave at me. Oh, destroy droids, kill them. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Come on. Is this gonna... There we go. Are you being serious? I can't pick up the blaster rifle because I've glitched it out. Oh my god. Why, game? You know when I was saying this game is a glitch? I wasn't lying. I've lost out on an opportunity to get more ammo for my blaster rifle. Phantom Menace, I've defended your honour for many years, but this just annoys me. Anyway, so as you can see, the camera angle is changing quite significantly in this area for some bizarre reason. I'm not quite sure why. Because this is the normal camera angle for the game, you know, a sort of over-the-shoulder / isometric-y top-down perspective thing. It doesn't quite work. Bizarrely, in the PC version, there is a cheat code to make it more behind the player character. But again, I'm not quite sure why. There's even a cheat to make the game run on 60 frame rate. You know, make the frame rate 60 frames per second. Why those are cheats, I have no clue. But anyway, let's just complete the level because the game gets more fun after this level and the next.
Obi-Wan, over here. I see you've met Jar Jar. We need to find safe haven until these droids pass by.
The Moto Grande safe place would be Otoganga. This is where I grew up. It's a safe city.
Can you take us there?
It's embarrassing, but might have been banished. I've forgotten the bosses would do terrible things if me going back here.
You hear that? That is the sound of 1,000 terrible things heading this way.
Your point is well seen. This way, hurry. My warning yous. Dungeons no like an outlaw